say, we are idol. Let's go. Let's go.
어서 와. 방탄은 처음이지?
What's going on, Army? This is your boy Martin, aka Level here, back today with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be getting back into the BTS music because I got a little bit to catch up on, but also we are gonna be starting today the BTS universe. And I just want to give a quick shout out to one of the OGs on the channel, Tangerine Yoongi, for hooking your boy up with and a lot of you did. So I'm not picking favorites here, okay? I'm just saying a lot of you gave me the list and or the exact links as to where I can go to actually get like the full order of how to watch the BTS universe in order. A lot of you guys love the way I dissect some of the videos, but you're like, Martin, I think you really need to go back from the beginning, watch, because at the time when I was reacting to videos, I was watching a little bit out of order. Go back, rewatch, start from the beginning, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. And we're gonna be doing parts like this moving forward, because I believe there's only 18 videos here throughout all of BTS universe, and they're still being made, as we know, up to this day. So who knows, we may have something coming up in the new album Arirang that maybe will add on to the BTS universe. That's what I've been told, and or the speculations that are going around for armies as well. If you guys really want to see more reactions to the BTS universe, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I especially want your comments in the comment section down below, telling me where your theories are and critiquing, you know, my kind of ideas and where I may be on the right track and or not the right track, because I'm definitely going to need your guys' help for sure. So you know what to do in the comment section down below. But let's not waste some more time. Let's get right into it. Nice to go back and rewatch music videos. I have the music videos and their music playing all the time, especially when I'm cleaning. Oh, for sure. All right, but here we go. Definitely a couple of misfits. I think I'm on the right track with the whole Jimin thing in the tub, but even in the beginning, he's in the tub from the very beginning.
때문에 나 이렇게 망가져 그만할래 이제 나 안 가져 못하겠어 뭐 같아서 제발 핑계 같은 건 삼가져 네가 나한테 이러면 안 돼요 네가 한 모든 말은 안 돼요 진실을 가리고 날 찢어 날 찢고 난 미쳐 다 싫어 전부 가져가 난 네가 그냥 미워 Everything 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 제발 좀 꺼져 미안해 사랑해 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 걸 알면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl 넌 아름다워 I need you girl 너무 차가워
Sorry. I need you girl. Hold on, yo, I gotta go back. The way Yugi was running, bro, it's so, I mean, they're all adorable when they run and stuff, and we will go back again. I'm paying attention to the lyrics and stuff, and I've already reacted to it. If you haven't seen that reaction, make sure to go check it out. But the way he's running, bro, the way they all are running, it's so adorable.
It goes round and round 나 왜 자꾸 돌아오지 하고 down and down 이쯤 되면 네가 바보지 나 무슨 짓을 해봐도 어쩔 수가 없다고 밤에 내 심장 내 맘 내 가슴인데 왜 말을 안 하냐고 또 혼자 말았네 또 혼자 말았네 또 혼자 말았네 또 혼자 말았네 넌 아무 말 안 해 하셔봐 내가 잘할게 하늘은 또 파랗게 하늘은 또 파랗게
That was rude. I don't remember that. What the hell?
햇살이 빛나서 내 눈물이 더 잘 보이나 봐 빛나는 너인지 왜 하필 너인지 너를 떠날 수가 없는지 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl 넌 아름다워 I need you girl 너무 차가워 I need you girl I need you girl I need you girl
I'm like fully locked in, y'all.
차라리 헤어지자고 해줘 그 사랑이 아니었다고 해줘 내겐 그런 용기가 없어 내게 마지막 선물을 줘 더는 돌아갈 수 없도록
This is when it got bloody and gory, y'all. Seeing V go in full after mode right here is absolutely crazy, bro. Oh my gosh.
I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need
I mean, he got well into character there. Absolutely insane.
네가 필요해 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl I need you girl 너무 차가워 I need you girl I need you girl I need you girl
God, man, some of the visuals and just so emotional in some of these scenes, man. Wow. As opposed to the first time, there are things now that I think I definitely caught a little bit more, especially because I already kind of have my theory on how things are going. You know, every time I watch, though, I feel like I am getting seven different stories here, and that is exactly what we're getting. However, with each of them, especially in this music video, there definitely is a sense of loneliness when they are not together. Their only times they are smiling or even have the slightest bit of happiness is in the scenes when they are all together. Every scene that shows that they are alone and or not together is full of nothing but pain, misery, suffering. When we see them by themselves, we see them, I believe, in the situation and or things that they fear. And one of the things we point out, and I'm going to continue to go off of this, is I believe Jimin's fear of water. I don't know if he has like a past or a fear of like being drowned and or, you know, feeling like a suffocation, maybe like a little bit of anxiety or something like that, with something that involves, I believe personally, water. And we'll get more into that as it kind of goes. The other person that comes up shortly right afterwards is Yoongi. I believe this room itself is what makes Yoongi feel trapped and or tortures him, right? Which is why we see him or the room kind of set to fire later in the music video. Either that or it's the fire itself, because we see him playing with the lighter down here at the bottom of the screen right from the get-go. I believe, like the same way Jimin kind of has a fear of water, maybe like a tragic incident happened there, some incident either happened in this room and or is involved with the fire. And the reason I say that is because if it's the room itself, if something specifically or something tragic and or terrible happened to him and or around him in this room, I would want to burn it down as well. I wouldn't want to be even in this room. every day spending time in here would be absolutely suffering and just torturing for me. However, he's playing with fire, and when you play with fire, unfortunately, a lot of the times you do get burned. And we see, like I say, the room later being filled with nothing but flames, which kind of makes me rethink that maybe that's his fear, is the fire, because it surrounds him and kind of engulfs him into this room later in the music video. Now, what's interesting here is the part that's coming up actually involves the homie J-Hope. And so my theory kind of with him, and right when it says, so please, your excuses won't even work. You can't do this to me. Everything you said, it only was blind to me. And right when he says this, he's opening up the medicine cabinet and he is pouring out his pills into the sink full of water. I believe that Hobie is suffering with some kind of, I thought maybe addiction at first, and that may be the case, but I believe it's an addiction to medicine, because I believe he's suffering with some sort of health conditions that when he makes this comment here, everything you said was only blind to me. I believe whatever condition he's suffering with, he fully had faith in the medical aspect of things, of where they tell you, oh, if you take this medicine, you're going to get better. Things will get better. And unfortunately, it hasn't gotten better. It may even have caused worse things to happen and or his condition to worsen, that he's completely given up hope on this medication. I say that, but then he takes a handful of pills here, and again, a very unhealthy gesture to do. This could be very dangerous, and you don't have to be a medical professional like myself to know that. But he takes the handful of pills, probably like he has to every single day, in order to even try to probably even get through the day. And this is where I get a little bit confused, because where I've always kind of said is that with the homie Jin, it's interesting. If you pay attention to the bottom of the screen, it says, but you're my everything. And I believe for the most part, they are talking about happiness, right? The everything that they're looking for, that they're searching for, is happiness. Whether that means with each other or with armies, it's happiness. However, I do think it's interesting that majority of the time that I've watched these music videos and I've paid attention to Jin, he's broken the fourth wall many times. We see him in this room, and we've seen that window, that iconic window shot, and him looking out the window. I believe he is on the hunt to bring everyone together. I think he has something to do with saving everybody. And I don't know how to explain it, but his job is to look after, kind of like a big brother normally would, but to look after everybody and to make everyone happy. It's hard to explain, I know, but here in just a moment, he even breaks the fourth wall. The only thing that's confusing to me is the flower. I have no idea what the flower means. He's holding onto them tightly. He puts them on the floor. And then later when we see, for instance, like Yoongi's room, being engulfed with flames, I believe it causes the rose petals, or not rose petals, sorry, but the petals, the flower petals, to be burned with fire as well, which tells me that he is feeling and or experiencing the same pain and or suffering that everybody else is. I don't really know how to explain it, but he is supposed to be the savior. He is supposed to find and or help everybody. I can't put my goddamn finger on it, but I know he is. Personally, I feel like V and RM, we kind of see RM here in just a moment, but I feel like V's a bit of the bad boy, right? And throughout this entire thing, I believe he's a little bit of a troublemaker. I don't know if he's been like abandoned and or just left behind, that for some reason he's given up on everybody and on everything. He's just going to cause mischief. He's going to be a little bit of a troublemaker, do whatever the hell he wants, and he's just going to live life however he wants. And then again, I kind of just want to express that as we get into these shots with them together, this is the only times again that you ever see them smiling in the music video, is when they are together. I never even noticed right here as well. I talk about Jin breaking the fourth wall. V is clearly looking at the camera here. He's the only one looking at the camera. Now, JK's the interesting one. Does he look like a lost puppy throughout the majority of these music videos? He looks absolutely helpless. By the way, I don't like the way he grabbed my homie JK's throat like that. I don't appreciate that. I was about to jump through this goddamn screen. I feel like he has been abandoned. We talked about a minute ago, like whether V was left or whatever, and I think they may be both in similar situations. However, one is experiencing probably one route you could go about doing it, and the other is experiencing the other route you might take after being abandoned, where you may cause mischief and get into trouble and do whatever the hell you want to do, like the homie V looks like he's doing. You may fall into a sense of, you know, some sort of depression, right? You may fall into the dumps, you know, and everything might start to fall downhill. Your life, you maybe feel lonely, you feel trapped, you feel isolated. And JK definitely takes the lonely, depressed, and sad approach. He looks like a lost puppy in almost every shot that he's in. And then poor kids getting mugged in the shot we just saw a minute ago that passed. And then again, here they are all together, smiles filled with laughter and joy and happiness. They must not be able to see each other all the time. I feel like they were a group of misfits, kind of like I hate to even bring it up, kind of like Rudolph, where there was an island where all the misfit toys got together where they could all feel welcomed, right? Appreciate each other. I feel like this similar situation has happened here. I feel like they were a bunch of individuals who are alone, misfits, who have found each other and have accepted each other because no one else will. Namjoon's case is a little bit harder to figure out. I think he tries to find joy in whatever he can, because obviously he's got a job, he's working late hours. Poor guy throws the money out, and you look at Namjoon's face and he just looks very unhappy and very unsatisfied with the life that he's living. I feel like he's having to, I don't know, work extra night shifts and stuff like that just to make ends meet. Now, we saw J-Hope take all those pills earlier. What we're about to see is J-Hope actually passing out and or fainting here, and possibly, I mean, causing an injury. I don't know, but I don't know if the him taking all the medication that he took earlier correlates with what's about to happen with him fainting. Maybe he's overdosing, I don't know, and or he's just stopped taking the medication, and no matter what, maybe even with taking the medicine, his condition is just worsening. And again, we see him pass out here in just a moment, but we see J-Hope fall, he collapses, and nobody's there. Absolutely nobody. None for any of these boys. We see J-Hope collapse. We see JK. Poor JK is getting beat up here by a group, by a couple of thugs, and nobody's here to save them. Nobody. And that's the sad part, is when they are going through their individual circumstances, nobody's here for them. This is probably one of the saddest shots I've ever freaking seen. I just want to go up to Jimin and give him a big old hug right now. Again, the way these boys get into character is absolutely crazy. And even when he gets out, he's still being splashed with water. Like, no matter what he does, he cannot outrun and or escape it. He is trapped. Again, I think this water is a fear of his. I don't know what happened or what tragedy he's experienced, but he's definitely gone through something with water. He's got this flower. He's got to be the sign of hope. Again, like this flower that's blossoming, he is the chosen one. He's the one that is to save everyone. He's got to be. That's got to be it. And then this crazy, dramatic, a bit scary, nerve-wracking scene with the homie V coming home, and I'm assuming he's seeing his dad physically hurt his mom, and he has, or somebody, sister maybe. It's probably maybe a sister because she looks a little bit younger, and it looks like she's got she's got a school uniform on, and he's had enough. He starts beating this man. I'm assuming it's his dad, or it might be his brother, I don't know, but all I know is that he has had enough. He is fighting back, and he is defending, I'm assuming, who is his sister, because that looks like a school uniform. We see Jin opening up the curtains here in this shot, looking out. Again, that light that he's seeing, I think he's found like a way out, a way to help these boys, as Lord knows that they need it. Someone like V having to go through something like this, you see him smiling and being happy with the boys like nothing's happened, yet this is going on at home. And this speaks volumes for a lot of people. You may see them out in public at work or at school or just on a daily, and you see people smiling and, you know, going on with their daily lives, not knowing what's going on at home. And at home is where a lot of the problems are happening that a lot of people face on a daily basis. And then again, we see shots like this. We see the boys look out to the sea. We see the birds flying. I think they look for freedom. I definitely think they do. They want to be free. They want to be free of all this tragedy, this horrible events that are taking place right now. They want to be free. But now we're moving on to BTS on stage. It's got the blood all over him. Blood is on his hands now. He's crying. Can't go back. This music is not helping, and it wants to bring tears to my eyes right now. I know this isn't real, but I really feel like bad for them, bro. I hate to see them suffer or cry or be upset. Oh, that breaks my heart. And again, the acting. Are they running to him? After what happened, this is probably where he ran to.
뭐야? 지영이다.
I gotta stop real quick. I already have a few comments. Bro, this music is not helping. Do y'all not... am I the only one that wants to cry right now? Bro, it's not supposed to be hitting my emotions like this. Oh my God. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I was about to cry there. I'm not even gonna lie. Hold on. You know where you're about to cry and you can feel like your like tears starting to build up. Your face gets flushed. It's like everything just kind of like sinks. I think we're good. There's a couple of comments I got to make, but we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it first and then go back through it. Okay, I was just gonna blow his breath all in my face. You see shots like this and you realize that all they really have is each other. We got Yoongi staring deep into that fire.
우리 여기일까?
Let's just run away together. Seeing shots like this makes me smile, bro.
아무것도 생각하지 마. 넌 아무 말도 꺼내지도 마. 그냥 내게 웃어줘. Yeah.
They're just free. They're together. They're happy. I'm sorry I'm not talking very much, y'all. I'm watching, but I'm locked the hell in. I love that piano.
아무것도 생각하지 마. 넌 아무 말도 꺼내지도 마. 그냥 내게 웃어줘. Yeah. 난 아직도 믿기지가 않아. 이 모든 게 다 꿈인 것 같아. 사라지려 하지 마. Yeah. Is it true? Is it true? 너무 아름다워 두려워. Untrue, untrue. 곁에 머물러 줄래? 내게 약속해 줄래? 손대면 날아갈까? 부서질까? 겁나. 시간을 멈출래? 이 순간이 지나면 없었던 일이 될까? 날 잃을까? 겁나.
What a shot right there. We've seen this before, haven't? This is... What music video have I seen it? Was it Euphoria? Wow. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, okay. I thought it ended there for a moment. Hold on. You always got to go through. That was nice. That was dope. Oh, hold on. Bro, I have so much to talk about. Where's Yoongi? Whoa, hold the phone. Hold the hell on. I saw that right? That was just Jin. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Everything I thought I was going to point out, I'm confused now. I like the continuation of right where the other one ended. So after the event that just took place with the homie V, which by the way was bravo, what a quite the performance. Pretty scary as hell if we're being completely honest. It follows up right from there, the aftermath of him doing what he did, trying to wash away what he did, but I think he's realizing it's not that easy. I mean, look at his clothes. He can wash his hands. He is stained in blood. What he has just done will carry on with him forever. However, when he calls his older brothers, they're on the scene immediately. And first of all, it breaks my heart to see that. I want to see y'all. We see him then laying down in this like abandoned like area or whatever. I'm assuming where he ran off to. He's got to escape, so he had to run away. They are coming to him. What I want to point out is I don't think they're aware of what he's done. But even if they are aware of what he's done, I don't think they would care. Again, they're misfits. They're all people who are not accepted and or have been abandoned or have gone through so much crap that nobody else could understand but themselves, but each other. That's why they have each other. It's because nobody else will understand them. Nobody else gets it. Nobody else fits. Right? So even if they did know what happened, it definitely wouldn't have stopped them. They'd have came to see. They came running the moment he asked to see them. Now, interesting enough, we see V here holding a picture of a woman and a baby. With I Need You, we saw what I assumed to be his sister and his dad. I'm assuming based off of what I saw and him hitting his sister or whatever the case may be, everything used to probably be fine. I'm assuming that his mother died based off of this, probably when he was really young, and things have not been the same since she died. They have not been the same, which is why we see, but you got to remember, V grabbed an alcoholic beverage, an empty bottle right off the counter. I'm assuming their dad may be a drunk, which is why he probably hit the sister. Maybe he, drowns himself in alcohol. He yells at them. He verbally and physically abuses them to the point, like I said, that V had enough. Maybe things used to be beautiful. Things used to be amazing. But with the death of his mother, none of them, including his sister and his dad, have been able to recover from it, and it's caused a toll on the family. He crumbles up that photo as, again, another way of saying, like, there's no way of going back. I'm never going to get her back, and after what I've done, there definitely is no way of going back. Now, when they come to see him, this shot right here is absolutely simple, but beautiful. All they tell each other is, get up. They are going to be that backbone for them. When one of them is down, there are 6 others to pick them right back up. And again, immediately, we see V start to go right into smiles. They're joking, having a great time. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This kind of goes, again, on theory with what I believe that Jin is indeed the savior. He is the guardian angel of this group. And now that I think about it, it kind of makes sense with the ending with the photo. Jin is literally seeing what he's witnessing with his own eyes through a different perspective. Do literally a different lens, do a different point of view. I don't think it's as simple as Jin is carrying a camera and videotaping it. No, I don't really know how to explain it, but he is definitely seeing this from different points of views. And from the angle he was especially at on top of that ledge, looking down over them, made it seem as if he was like he was watching over them, right? Keeping an eye on them. We then get this that says, you can smile as long as we're together. And boy, oh boy, from as soon as this shot ends right into this one with Yoongi having fun, we are seeing nothing but smiles the entire time. Now, what I also want to point out is what I believe to be a buddy system. It seems like everybody in the group has somebody that will protect them and or keep an eye on them. And it's kind of hard to explain, but I already can tell you Namjoon is V's buddy. Or who was the one that picked up V from the mattress? It was Namjoon who picked him up. Who's right here having a great time with the spray paint and Namjoon V? Who do we see get arrested in Run? Namjoon and V. We'll get more to that later, but here's another interesting thing that always pops up. I feel like I always get this shot with JK. Why is it that he's always walking on some sort of ledge? Like, is he living life on the edge? I don't really know how to explain this, but I feel like we got this shot in the last music video. Now we're getting it now. I feel like we've seen him walk on some sort of ledge. It's repetitive. It's there for a reason. Did not expect that we would see this angle where maybe he dreams of, you know, facing his fears, being free. Again, kind of like we saw at the end of the last music video, for it to end with him actually on an even higher ledge above the boys, them looking up at him and him jumping off that ledge. Again, we'll get to that here in just a moment, but pretty interesting. I love that. I definitely love that. And then we see the homie JK blow out the lighter here. And I believe, and I could be wrong here, that back to that buddy system and keeping an eye over each other, that JK is Suga's buddy. I don't know how to really explain it. It's weird, I know. And when it comes to the buddy system, I don't think Jin has a buddy to look over him, to watch over him, because he's the one that's supposed to save everybody. Now we see these boys going absolutely crazy and having the time of their lives, especially with everything that they go through. Again, seeing shots like this puts an absolute smile on my freaking face, and I love it. Now, speaking about that buddy system that we were kind of talking about earlier, this is who I think are the other buddies. The other ones that are going to keep a little bit closer of an eye on each other is the homie J-Hope and the homie Jimin. And when we got to, I believe it was Run, there's a music video that comes up later where Jimin comes to visit J-Hope in the hospital. Again, that kind of buddy system. We see J-Hope looking after Jimin here when he's laying here in the back of the truck, falling asleep and he's cold. J-Hope is the one that comes and covers him to make sure he's okay, he's warm, he's safe. And then the boys take off. Like we saw earlier with JK blowing out the lighter, the fire on the lighter with Yoongi, we see Yoongi paired up with JK again here. This is a look from somebody who's looking at somebody that he absolutely loves and admires. Again, I believe that JK is lonely. I believe he's abandoned. I believe he's depressed. So to have that buddy with him, to have that person that watches over him, that loves him, probably gives him that sense of hope and a slight bit of happiness, right? Again, for somebody who probably feels like he's completely alone on this earth, to have even just one person makes you eternally grateful for that one person, right? I mean, but again, just their partnership here, multiple shots of being together, I'm on to you. I'm definitely on to you. Now we see V climbing on top of this balcony. We are about to see him jump off. And when I see this shot, what I think of is somebody who is facing their fear, who wants to escape this, you know, who wants to live with these boys forever, right? Be forever happy. But in order to do that, first, you got to get over your past. You got to move on. You got to move forward. And in order to do that, you have to face that fear. I believe that is what is exactly is taking place when he jumps off of this. He is facing his fear head on. Nothing is going to stop him from being happy with these boys. And if there is going to be something that gets in his way, he is going to face it head on. Now, here is the tricky part. And I think earlier when we were talking about the camera and having the videotape, and then we saw Namjoon take a picture of both Jin and Yoongi here, one of them is missing. I believe this shot doesn't have Suga in it because I think Jin has failed. I think he is losing Yoongi. I really do. But we see him sitting in this car. He's got a smile on his face. He probably thinks life is perfect right now and things are looking up. When he goes to look at the photo and sees that there's one person in that photo, he has lost the other one and or he is losing them. This tells me Jin is failing. Where he thinks he is saving the boys and being that saving grace for them, he is reminded that he has failed and he's got to try again. I think this is where the pictures and the camera footage will come up again later in him trying to save the other members of the group. I think that it'll be able to like retrace his steps because he has a history of the photo and the video footage. He can see where he went wrong, correct these mistakes, and save the boys. Now, this is all just theory. I have no freaking idea. And when we get to X Celeste, which you guys have constantly recommended about Martin, when it comes time to watching the explained, you got to watch X Celeste. You got to watch X Celeste. This has been a complicated process. I bet you I'm off way in left field. I bet you she has something entirely different than me. But when I watch I just can't help but think this is what I see. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I got a lot to edit, okay, with this one video. So maybe we'll just do like 2 parts at a time. I don't know, because I'm already at 1 hour and 14 minutes. I'll just do videos. Okay, so maybe I'll include these 2, and then I don't know. We'll go. Maybe if I don't talk as much, maybe because that's my problem. We'll make it all the way from Run all the way to Young Forever. Maybe we'll end it there because I definitely haven't seen all the short films for Wings. That might have to be a separate video. So we're going to end it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Do me a big favor. Again, leave those comments in the comment section down below. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say and your opinions and or your theories on things. So make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below, as well as hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, as we are on our way to 20,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. So halfway there, a little over halfway there. Again, like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, peace.